Today I'm teaching you how to make the perfect plant-based mayo. This is the only vegan mayonnaise recipe you'll ever need because I'm giving you 2 different versions to choose from. And the best part, it's cheaper, healthier, and honestly better than store-bought vegan mayo. And once you have all of your ingredients together, it literally takes less than 2 minutes to make. So let's get started. Okay, version number 1. This is the thickest, creamiest version of our egg-free mayonnaise. And in order to help it blend smooth and hold it all together like traditional mayo, we're going to be using organic soy milk. Now, you could use almond milk, but soy milk naturally contains lecithin, which acts like egg yolks and helps the mayo emulsify, which is just a fancy way of saying it holds everything together without breaking. So we'll use 6 tablespoons of soy milk, which is basically just over 1/3 of a cup. And I always recommend using organic soy milk because most conventional soy is sprayed with glyphosate, the main ingredient in Roundup. Organic means no GMOs or synthetic pesticides, so you know exactly what you're eating. Next, we're going to add 1/2 tablespoon of lemon juice and 1/2 tablespoon of white vinegar and 1/2 tablespoon of apple cider vinegar. And one of the best things about apple cider vinegar is that it's been shown to support blood sugar balance and digestion. So this combo delivers more than just that classic tang you know and love. It's one of those little things that makes a big difference. Then we're going to drop in 1 teaspoon of a strong Dijon mustard, 1/4 teaspoon of garlic powder, plus 1/8 teaspoon of salt. And I'm using iodized sea salt because when you eat plant-based, especially when you're cooking your own meals at home, iodine can be easy to miss. And your thyroid needs it to keep your energy, mood, and metabolism running efficiently. And unless your doctor says otherwise, cutting out all the salt, it's not the flex that you think it is. Add the salt. Not only will it taste better, your thyroid and your energy levels will thank you. Just don't go overboard. After that, we're going to sprinkle in 1/8 teaspoon of black salt, and this really gives it that eggy taste you're used to in regular mayo. Now, if you don't have black salt, and I really think that it's worth buying, you'll want to test your mayo and figure out if you want to add a pinch more salt to suit your taste. And finally, we're going to add 1/2 cup of soaked raw cashews. Now, I soaked these overnight. However, if you're short on time, the quick boil method works too. Just cover the cashews with water, bring them to a boil, then lower the heat and let them simmer for 15 minutes. That's just enough time to grab everything you need to get set up for this recipe anyways. Just rinse them in cold water when you're done. We're gonna blend on low and then gradually increase to high.
I got my blender and a mission to complete. A creamy dream without the oil or deceit. Cashews and mustard dancing in the glow. A little garlic brings the flavor flow.
And look at that, smooth and creamy. Okay, it's spent some time in the fridge and it's thickened up. So go ahead and take a look at how creamy this mayo is. I mean, this looks absolutely delicious and it tastes even better than it looks. This is your go-to if you're all about that classic full body mayo feel. It's perfect for sandwiches, dressings, or anywhere that you'd use mayo, like my easy mock tuna salad recipe. So let's go ahead and try version number 1 before we move on to the next. All right. Just go ahead and spread this on here. I cannot wait to try this. All right, are you ready for this? Just take a look at this. I mean, will you just look at it? Just look at it. Oh my God. That is so wow. I have been waiting to eat this for a little while. It's been sitting over on the side, just like seducing me, calling my name. You gotta be kidding me. Okay, I'm gonna take a quick break to finish this sandwich, and then we'll move on to the next. That was so good. And you know what else is good? This channel, so make sure you subscribe. This version of our vegan mayonnaise has a whipped, airy texture that's great for dipping, spreading, or making fluffy potato salads. This time, we're swapping out the soy milk for aquafaba, which is just the liquid from canned chickpeas. And if you've never used aquafaba before, don't worry, it's not going to make your mayonnaise taste like chickpeas. What it will do is give it that light, fluffy feel you'd get from whipped egg whites. So we'll use 6 tablespoons of aquafaba, and you're going to want to grab the low sodium version so your mayo doesn't taste too salty. Plus, we're going to add our tangy combo of a half a tablespoon of lemon juice, a half a tablespoon of white vinegar, and another half a tablespoon of apple cider vinegar. Then we're going to add our 1 teaspoon of Dijon mustard. Of course, it would go all onto the edge. A 1/4 teaspoon of garlic powder, plus our 1/8 teaspoon of salt and black salt. And finally, a half a cup of our soaked, drained, and rinsed cashews. We're going to use the same process.
Aquafaba rising like a tidal wave. Lemon juice tangy with the kick I crave. A dash of salt for that perfect touch. Who knew clean eating could mean so much?
And we'll stop and scrape down the edges if needed. I'll try to get some of this Dijon mustard off the side. Really does make it taste so much better. And then we'll blend it a little while longer.
Whip it up in the kitchen tonight.
Already you can see that it's just really light, really fluffy. You could use this right now if you needed to. It doesn't have to go into the refrigerator. I just like to put it in there so it thickens up just a little bit, but it is delicious just as is. Look at that. I'll try it. Oh my goodness. All right, check that out. Check it out. I'm gonna get all this cleaned up out of the way because I'm about to make a really delicious garlic herb dip for us to try. I only want to make a small portion today, so I'll scoop out a 1/4 cup of the aquafaba mayo. But if you wanted to use the soy milk mayo version, that would totally work too. I'll add a squeeze of lemon juice. And then I'm going to add a 1/4 teaspoon of garlic powder and a 1/4 teaspoon of onion powder. I'll add a few cracks of black pepper. And then I'll add some fresh parsley and some fresh dill. Now, you can use dried herbs as well. Just make sure that you're using 2 or more so that you can really develop a nice flavor. Then we're going to use 1 or 2 cloves, and who am I kidding? Because I'm a garlic freak, so I'm going to use way more, but you do you. Whatever you like. I've got some pretty large garlic cloves right here. My husband's going to love me tonight. And we'll throw another one in because why not? Minced garlic fights bacteria, lowers cholesterol, and floods your body with antioxidants. Plus, it's so freaking good. And then we're just going to mix it all together. Wow, that's good. So then we're going to add a little bit of salt to taste, whatever you like. Okay, mix that up in there. Let's taste it again. Oh yeah, heck yeah. Yeah. All right, so let's try this. That garlic got some kick to it. Spicy. Yes. All right, let's compare. On the left, we have the soy milk mayo version, and it's rich and velvety and easy to spread. And on the right, we have the Aquafaba Mayo version. It's light and airy and extra fluffy. Now, these are two great options. It's going to be really hard for you to choose a favorite. And speaking of favorites, this recipe right here is one of mine, so go check it out.
Bye 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 yolks. Bye 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 store Mayo.